Today we are celebrating a great personality, Baba Saheb Ambedkar ji's birthday. Not only in India, many countries are celebrating his jail because he was a scholar and a social reformer. Scholar, jurist, economist, and a social reformer. But we specially brand him as a constitution writer, as draft committee chairman of the Constitution of India, when in 1947 on 27th August he was bestowed on the chairmanship of the Constitution of India to draft the Constitution, because we were following the British Act. There were about 7 other members, including him. There were 6 members. Krishnamacharya, Iyarji, Krishnamurthy, Madhavarao, B.L. Mittal, Sadhu. There are about total 7 members, but he is the chairman. And it was first copy was written by Narasimha Rao, Benegal Narasimha Rao. He is the one first draft, because it was handwritten. And we know that the Constitution complete, the written, it was completed on August 47 to 49 November 26th, 1949, they completed it entire. Because they sat many times, the Constituent Assembly sat number of times to discuss various aspects of the Constitution, because Constitution, you see, at that time there was a discussion whether to take from the west or from the east or from the inborn our own nationalism and our facts in the Hinduism. So these types of discussions had, and so at last they concluded we should take the best one from amongst everyone. Maybe it may be from communism, maybe from liberation, from the capitalism. So all those things put together formed, and it was adopted and signed on January 24th of 1950. 284 Constituency Assembly members, including Rajendra Prasad, President of India, signed that written draft of the Constitution, and it was implemented from January 26th. We all know it. For the reason being that it was they thought that this is an auspicious day, 26th January, because Purna Swaraj, total freedom, was announced by Indian National Congress on that day. So let us what happens if 1 or 2 days, let us wait till that, and January 26th is the official implementation day of that great Constitution written by the 7 members headed by the Ambedkar ji, to see that the equality should be there to all the citizens, as rightly said by Balaji and Mohan, that he is not for Dalits only. He has taken in his mind everyone, every citizen of the country, as said, there should be a balance. Balance should be. Actually, you know, Pune Pact. Yes. Pune Pact. The great Pune Pact. He fought for a separate electorate and members of the parliament in the Constituent Assembly for Dalits. And Gandhiji went on fasting that this will divide the Hindus. And after lot of persuasion, a pact reached. Madanlal Malaviya, he represented the Hindus, and non-Hindu people, especially oppressed communities, represented by Bhimrao Ambedkar ji, both sat as the in front of the British Emperor, and they came to a conclusion that there should be separate electorate for the, but there should be a reservation for Dalits in the Constituent Assembly. 148 seats were reserved. That's because of the Ambedkar ji. Now we should be feel proud that because of that, otherwise Dalits would never have entered into in the Constituent Assembly. Now it is called Parliament, but then it used to be called as Constituent Assembly. So in that Constituent Assembly, 148 seats were reserved to the Dalits just because of Ambedkar. So we can go on tell he was born in Madhya Pradesh, Mau place, and that was acquired recently by Modi ji, and it was made very big Tirtha Yatra place. Mau, now it is Madhya Pradesh, the place where he is born, and in the Nagpur where he has taken a Buddhism, that place again is acquired by this government and made another Tirtha Yatra place, and the place where he read in Mumbai and where he written the constitution in Delhi, that place, and where he pursued his further studies in London. All these 5 places were acquired by the central government by their expenses, and all the 5 places were made Tirtha Yatras, Pancha Tirtha Yatra, now it's called Pancha Tirtha Yatra. And there is a train also that these 5 places are touched by this train, this circuit with some fare is there. So they will take one place to other place to other, all these 5 places. Many of us we don't know. Many of us we don't know what the governments are doing, what the people's thinking is, what the ideology of the Ambedkar ji. So, as Ashok Reddy rightly said, that his ideology was not only social equality but economic equality. That is the basic fundamental his ideology. For that's why he did law and he did economics, Doctor of Science in Economics in London. 32 degrees, I will correct you all, 32 degrees actually. 32 degrees. First started with BA Arts, then MA Arts, then Doctor of Science, D.Lit, M.Lit, Literature, whatnot. PhDs from many, Columbia University, Mysore University, London University, so many universities he did his PhD. So entirely 32 degrees he acquired, and that's why he is termed as a scholar. So with his vision, now the entire Indian citizens are happy that we got a great constitution, and as rightly said that his early education was turmoil. He faced many hurdles, especially in the schooling. You know, when he was reading schooling, when he wants water, only peon should pour the water. If suppose peon doesn't come on the day, he is without water. So in his poems he wrote, no peon, no water. Humorously, even that also he never made him angry, and he said, I will fight and see that my people will get the equal rights. But he was never agitative and never took the arms into his hands and like that. He wrote, no peon, no water. So that he never allowed to sit inside in the veranda with a guinea bag under his seat. He used to sit there and he used to carry that guinea bag to his home and he used to bring it. So that was the phase. From that time onwards, when they shifted to Mumbai, Ellingston College, he pursued his +2 and stood with good colors. And Baroda presidency sponsored him with some £110 or so in those days to pursue his studies in London by seeing his calibers, intellectual intelligence and all those things. The Baroda presidency, they noticed him and took him to London, where he pursued higher education. So there were good people in those days also. But many of the people, because of this untouchable issue, used to see oppressed people at a distance, which Ambedkar ji fought, and he won. He won those things, and he brought lights to the many thousands of people. Even on the day in Nagpur when he took over the Buddhism, his message was very clear. Very clear. Right from the day one, his thoughts are very clear. Many of the times he fought with Gandhiji and Nehruji. Some people are afraid to say that, but now it's open history. Many of the times he fought with Gandhiji and Nehruji on many issues, including Hinduism. Article 370, he was for. It should not be there, 370 article. He was for the abolition of the 370, but Nehru insisted to continue. So such type, I told you one example. Many of the things were there where Gandhiji and Nehruji, he used to fight with them. But at last, we know that Gandhiji will go on fasting, and again, all the elders used to convince everyone, and across the table they used to solve the things. So that is a great temperament of a great personality of Ambedkar ji. He lived for 65 years. 65 years. On 6th December, he laid down his body. He is married to first Rambai, younger age, 9 years. She was only 9 at that time. And Yashwant is his son. Yeah. Then in 1935, he married to Savitribai. Savita. And there are many family matters are there. But anyhow, by and large, what I could say is that unfortunately, when he was alive, he was not bestowed on Bharat Ratna. He is the most deserving person to get the Bharat Ratna when he was alive himself. But when Atal Bihari Vajpayee recognized and gave the Bharat Ratna posthumously, that is the greatness of the few people who, even he is the person who wrote the Constitution. How bad we can feel. In Parliament means Constitution, synonymous almost. What is the Parliament? It is the Constitution which is every day in and day out we practice, we preach, everything, and we make the amendments to the Constitution in that Parliament. When Vajpayee garu took over as Prime Minister, and when he went, he was just going off in the Central Hall. Rajendra Prasad photo, Gandhiji's portrait, Nehruji's portrait, Sardar Vallabhbhai portrait. He went around and asked, where is Ambedkarji's portrait? In Central Hall, it's a prestige. Central Hall, great personalities, photos. It was not there. It is Vajpayee who erected Bhimrao Ambedkarji's portrait in the Central Hall of the Parliament first time when he took over as the Prime Minister. So we should recognize the services of the few people like Ambedkarji. One is his portrait was, then Bharat Ratna is awarded, and 5 places of his repute are made as Panchatirthas. That's how we recognize. He's a great reader of many books. When he died, his home was searched. Thousands of books were there in the house. All were restored and put in the different places of now these 5 Panchatirthas. His books were kept as a museum now. He used to read thousands of books, not hundreds. Not like KCR sir who just says that he read so many books. But he is the real reader of books, and in his home thousands of books were restored. Such is the great personality. Intellectual, very intellectual. The intellectual number one we should get into the mind is Ambedkar. That is the star. So now, Indian Medical Association Warangal branch, I am very happy that we are celebrating in his memory the Jayanti celebrations. I could just recollect some of the points. There are many. You see, we can talk about Ambedkar ji for days together. There are many seminars for days together take place. See, if you can take his early life and education on one day, his ideology and his hurdles we can take, his political career, how he started the Indian Labour Party, then he is associated with the Republican. He was never a Congress member, you know. But because of his intellectual and the Constituent Assembly member, before independence he was 4 years he was the member of the Constituent Assembly. He was nominated by British government. And afterwards, Nehru's cabinet first law minister is the Ambedkar ji. But on 2 points he resigned as the law minister. Do you know what are those 2 points? One is the Article 370 in Jammu Kashmir, Hindu Code, and the other one is the reservation policy is not being implemented properly by the Nehru cabinet. On these 2 points he differed with Nehruji, and before resigning he sent a feeler to Nehruji that Rajaji and Ambedkarji, they are two, they want to resign, it's a herd that both will resign. The feeler was sent. Do you know what the Nehruji said? If Rajaji resigns, there will be some impact on the Congress. But we don't have any impact if Ambedkar resigns. That is a statement, written statement. I am not just telling my words. These are written statements. So that is the version of Nehruji, our opinion on Ambedkar. That's why he contested again from the Indian Labour Party. But Nehruji fielded Congress candidate against Ambedkar ji, and twice was defeated by Congress, you know. So if I go into politics, I can go to that extent also. But anyhow, now I am just conclude saying that I appreciate the effects of the IMA Varangal in Kali, but there should have been a big crowd. It would have been happy to share some of the views of mine regarding Ambedkar ji, because I like Ambedkar ji like anything. I go to any extent. You see, I always visit many villages, Garland statues, especially in Penchkalpeta. I regularly go to Penchkalpeta. There is a big statue in Penchkalpeta. Here I go, and in Parkal also, in middle of the center, these 2 places here I used to go. So this time I went to Hyderabad and I landed there and came here, and just Nagarjun called me. So I came. Thank you very much, and once again I pay my tributes to great person Ambedkar. Thank you very much.